Good, just offense.
Coach, when you assembled this team way back in October last year, one of the goals was to play meaningful games down the stretch. It certainly does not get any more meaningful than today.
No, it doesn't. I mean, we're being realistic. Obviously, this is like the seventh game of a series because the team that loses this game is going to be incredibly tough to even winning your last two games. I think it's going to be incredibly tough to find a way to get into the play-in game, and obviously that's what everybody's goal is. So we have to approach it as if it's the seventh game, and we have to play with that kind of intensity and execute well and do all of those things to beat this team.
Yeah, along those lines, Coach, first quarter defense has been a bit of an issue for you in the bubble. Is one of the keys today to try to match that energy and intensity we saw in the second half of the Washington game?
Well, we have to get off to a good start, and we just got to do a better job defensively. Giving up, 49 points and then 30-something points, and then, the second quarter we've come out and done a really good job defensively. We have to approach it that way right from the start today, understanding that this is not a team that you want to try to play catch up with because they're a great executing team.
Jen, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Could you give us an idea of what your plan is for Zion this afternoon and what type of pitch count he's looking at?
Pretty much as it was the other day, I think. We'll play him in those bursts, but I think, that he's feeling pretty good, so we'll see how that goes. But our plan is to pretty much do what we did the other day with him.
What's up, Coach? This is Will Guillory from The Athletic. You mentioned that you guys are going to approach this like it's game 7 of a series. I guess, going into a game of those kind of stakes, what do you really want to see from your team, immediately, once y'all take the court?
Well, as I said, the energy, and we've had energy, but I think we definitely have to be into the ball a little bit more, have to eliminate the first quarter turnovers that we've had, the live turnovers especially. And then we've got to be able to execute against this team because they're just a real solid basketball team. Anyone that knows a Greg Popovich coach team know that they're not a team that's known to beat themselves, and they do a good job of executing. So we just got to be solid in what we're doing offensively and defensively against this team and limit our turnovers.
Hey, Coach. Christian Clark with Null.com. Obviously, without Aldridge, they've gone a little bit smaller. It seems like they're playing faster than they did, before the break. Just how are they different than the team you faced in January?
Well, I think they're playing. Without Aldridge, they're obviously playing more of a smaller lineup that has stretch fours in there. When you look at some of the things that they're doing with that. Rudy Gay is playing a lot of minutes as a 4-man. They're playing Lonnie also as a 4-man, and they've even had 3 guards out on the floor for a lot of the minutes that where they're attacking and spreading the floor and trying to create shots. DeRozan is great at taking the ball to the basket, so they're hoping that you pull in and then they can find the 3-point shooters as your defense is pulled in. So we got to do a good job on individual defense today, especially as far as guarding DeRozan and trying to keep him out of the paint.
Joe Varden, go ahead.
So you're coming out, you had a back-to-back and then an off day, knowing that you need to win to stay alive. So what was the last 24 hours or so like? Like, what have you guys done, talked about, mood, that kind of thing?
First of all, we had a great dinner. Last night, Mrs. Benson sent us what we call New Orleans food. So I think it made our guys really, really happy. A little bit of everything from, gumbo to we had some of the greatest cake you could ever taste. So I think that was good. And then the other thing that we did is just kind of talked about the approach to take today. We had a film session this morning, and just talked about how we have to get back to executing and limiting our turnovers and doing those things. And I think we have a good approach today, and I think our guys understand the magnitude of the game.
And then, this could go any number of ways, but if it turns out you don't make it and you look back at the year from missing Zion through January to a pandemic to all the young guys that you're molding to Brandon coming over, like what do you kind of make of just this,
Well,
this
I think like anybody's season, we've had some incredible ups and some and some struggles as far as losing games that we thought that we should have won and putting ourselves in a position to win those games. But we played 44 games without Zion, so it's really kind of hard to put a stamp on exactly what the season is. But I like the young players that we have. I think going forward, we're going to have an opportunity to be a good team and compete at a real high level.
Great, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.
So where was this food from?